why they needed an extra hour call ahead. There's no parts. And there's someone here. I think he's probably gonna roll past me. Maybe not. Okay. Oh, sweet. Yeah. Get my pictures and then I'll get my bed down. Hail damage. Weird. I've never picked one up with hail damage before. And there's literally damage on the windshield and the body for little pieces of hail. Huh. You would think it would hold up a bit better to all that, but evidently it didn't. So weird. Because I know we just had a storm, but we never actually got the hail. So this is from weeks ago. Yeah, it's all over the car. Now I'm wondering, because this is a newer vehicle, I'm wondering, were they just cheap on the type of clear coat? Cheap on the windshield? Because, I don't know, this is the very first vehicle I've ever picked up that's being totaled due to hail damage in Washington, because we just don't get hail like that. I mean, the weather said we were going to last week, but we never did. I didn't think it would ever happen anyway, but they're saying we're supposed to get 2-inch balls of hail, but yeah, wow, you really got to look hard to see all the little dents that are almost unnoticeable, except for this one. I could definitely see that one. Huh. Very interesting. Unfortunately, I might have to tow this out on dollies because the next vehicle I'm grabbing is a Suburban. I don't think I can tow that thing backwards. And I could also disconnect the drive line, but I don't really want to do that either. So I might instead just get the extra 50 bucks, put it on dollies. I mean, I don't really want to. I don't know the weight of this yet, but usually the newer cars are heavier than, well, I guess they kind of tend to even out sometimes with the safety equipment. And sometimes it's the safety equipment that makes them heavier than the older cars. We'll see. How wide is this? Atlas is wide. Yeah. Well, at least it's got little sensors in the front. That's nice. Almost 6,000. I mean, dollies can handle it, but still don't like it. That's the car I got. I had a different second vehicle lined up twice this morning, but people, some of them, sometimes they're just not ready to have their cars picked up by insurance. I mean, one was having a title exchange, so they had to be there, or they could leave it, but they just didn't want to leave it. And then the other one, funny enough, just said it was too early to call them and talk about it. So I was calling them around, it was 8:15 in the morning. It's really not that early. And these tires are wide too. It's another thing I don't like about putting these kinds of vehicles on the dollies is the tires are so wide. They're like double the width of a normal car tire. It'll still work, but still. Yeah, I called the other vehicle that was lined up, and the lady in the background was literally like, "Can I call back later?" And I'm like, "What? What do you mean call back later?" I was like, "Okay, well." And they assigned me to pick up the vehicle right now, basically, and if it's not ready right now, can't really guarantee it'll be picked up, you know, in a timely manner, because it'll be passed on to someone else. So she said, "Yeah, I just want to reschedule it for Wednesday." And I'm like, "Okay, well, I'll let them know it's not ready." They used to call ahead and get all this stuff sorted out, but apparently this is the old way they used to do it too, where the drivers would call ahead. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad I got this one, despite it not being super convenient, except for the fact that it drives. I've got most of my stuff reorganized in the truck after all that mess. But I haven't got everything on the outside of the truck finished yet. I did get a ratchet switched out as well with a better one, since that one up front was giving me trouble. Swapped it with one on the back, and then I put another nicer one on the back end too. I also put, instead of putting a chain lubricant, I put grease on the ratchets. All their little spots where they tend to rub. And actually it's been working really well. So I may just stick to doing that from now on instead of the chain lubricant. I mean, not only is it a lot cheaper, but so far it's doing a lot better than the chain lubricant. So that's why there's all these little bits of red on all the ratchets. It's just from the grease. And it might attract some dirt, but it's still doing better. Okay, I'll have to get a Suburban now. See how that thing looks. Okay, now where the map tells me to turn is not the right place to turn. It's supposed to be after that. It's not in that neighborhood up there. Let's see. It should be right here. Ooh. Well, looks like I probably will need to turn around later. Luckily, there's no one coming. Oh, never mind. Come on. Go, go, go. Driveways like this suck. Right on the highway, 50 miles an hour highway. They don't give you a whole lot of time to figure out what to do. Okay. There's the Suburban. Actually, it looks like I have room to turn around right here. Even though not perfectly, but okay, so I could probably stick the Atlas over there while I get the Suburban. Right there. Okay. Looks like I have enough room to turn around right here. it's been sitting for a year there. And it wasn't able to turn over when they tried to start it. So I'm not gonna bother trying to do that. I don't really like where the weight is gonna be. Oh, they're missing a lug nut. They're missing a stud. Right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna try and start it. I'm just gonna take it the way it is. But lucky for me, this one runs and drives. That one was oddly loose on the ratchet. So many dummy beeps on this one. Since it's a newer car, it's gonna beep at you for everything. Your door's open. Beep, 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 beep. Your car's on, your door's open. Beep, 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 beep. Your seatbelt's off. Beep, beep, beep. Caution, engine's running. Relax. Well, now that I know I can turn around right here, I can get my back end lined up with that pretty good. That is so funny. There we go. Now it's out of the road. It's a little weird backing it up on a hill though. Oh, that's probably why. Before I get distracted and forget, I'm gonna get my pictures in. It's been here for a year. Hopefully there's no bees. It looks too wet for them right now. I'm not really gonna like having all that weight on the back end. Well, it certainly smells clean in here. They got the title sorted out. Keep it there. Not a straight, not going to be a straight shot. It's not too bad. There's not too much there. Just some brush. That should be good enough. Do it that way. Got a key and a column shifter, so not too hard to get into neutral at all. Not hard at all. When it's a column shifter, usually they just go right in. Older technology, more mechanical. That's fine. Shouldn't need this at all. I'll probably still leave it over here. Plenty of spots on here, but I'll get it low and on the frame. That's a perfect spot right there. Mainly because I want to get the back end as close to the front as I can. That way all that weight, I mean, no matter what, unfortunately the majority of the weight will be on the tail. Perfect. wheels already turned the right direction a little bit. Maybe it's one of these. Ah. Okay. Ah. See. Those other keys are new. That should be in neutral. It's probably sticky since it's been sitting here for a year. Well, if it rolls, it should roll right to the bed, at least. Huh, good. No trouble at all. Not too much. I'll need a little bit. So straighten it out. Should roll forward. Looks pretty straight. Doing pretty good over here. Looks like the wheel might have turned a little bit. Looks like I could actually move it over a little bit. It's got some room. Want to get it straight as possible on here, as even as I can, and it's over there quite a bit. but I can, you know what, I could probably stick the e-brake on and it might just, if the e-brake works. Let's see. And you know what? Stick it in park too. That should scoot it over a little bit. You see, I got a lot of room over here. I should scoot because I'm on a hill here. Looks good. While I'm at it, might as well get those bars out of here. Oh, that's right. It's a little weird to open while it's like this because it's something to do with it flexing in a certain direction. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Hey, look, someone's calling me. I'm right in the middle. Never fails. Hey, it's the boss. Yes, sir.
Hey, do you want Chehalis to Portland? After, when you get done?
Yeah.
Okay, I told him 3 hours before you get there. I just wanted to make sure it's good before you do it. I'll get that head on it.
Yes, sir.
All right,
as well.
I'll let you know.
Alrighty, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Ooh, not bad. Chehalis to Portland tow. Okay. Well, that's why I always check my phone to see if it's worth, ooh, you know, I don't like the top-heavy situation. These chains under here. Set it down. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm gonna set it down now. I normally just don't take the risk with the top heavy stuff, even though the truck is pretty well balanced and I doubt it would tip, but just because, you know, that's just one thing I don't usually ever take the risk on. Like it just adjusted itself there with the snatch block. Okay. have it before I move it. Just because I'm on the hill here. It's another thing that I always tend to do if I'm on a hill like this. And I'm gonna tie those up. I won't need them. Is that... I don't quite know why it does that either. If anybody knows why my hydraulic fluid would decide to come out of that cap. I mean, that's where you fill it, but it's like a breather cap as well, you know, so that when there's pressure built up, you know, it tends to release right there, as far as I know. But sometimes when I'm lifting up something, usually something like this, it's at an angle, or on an incline, or it's just a heavy vehicle. Sometimes, yeah, it'll squirt out. I don't really understand why it does that. Okay, now to load. Now to load the Atlas onto the dollies. I'm really glad this road is not very busy. I mean, it's a private driveway for two houses, or two properties. I was glad it's not super busy. Am I into loading a vehicle on the dollies right here? No, not at all. But my option is the 50 mile per hour highway, or this road here. So it's got to be the road, the driveway. Wide. And at least it's kind of out of the divots. I mean, hopefully it's not in there. Dollies are a lot harder to get on when you're dealing with little hills and stuff in the road. I wonder if the sensors would detect. Oh, it does. You know what? I might be actually straight on here. kit. See where I'm at. All right, yeah, it's straight on. Nice. Huh, I didn't think I would get that straight on. That's great. Yeah, I'll do. Well, looks like I'm gonna do right where just one here. Now it goes all the way into two. It's interesting how different sometimes these sides are. I'm gonna stick the e-brake on just to make sure. It's probably on automatically, but no. Okay. Doing that just to help prevent any forward rolling. And just for good measure. It's funny, I didn't record that day, but just the other day, both sides came undone on the wheel lift. And I'm assuming, I could only assume that it's because the wheels were so small on this car that when I thought I had them strapped tight, they just weren't tight enough. So through all the bouncing in the roads and stuff over here, it just somehow they just came undone. Came up, they slipped right off the tire. They were dragging on the ground for who knows how long. I mean, I even passed a state patrol and they didn't. Maybe they just didn't even know. I don't know how they couldn't notice, but nobody noticed except the folks at the Narrows Bridge toll place, the toll office. They were like, "You're dragging a couple of straps back there." So now I'm making sure. I mean, I thought I was before too, making sure that they were real tight, but I'm gonna scooch it forward here just so I can get close enough. Good. For now, I'm going to turn the idle off. Squirt any more out of there? No? really like that. Wheels are right in the one of those little divots. Hopefully my camera battery stays alive long enough. I really got to upgrade the battery. And it comes with a great battery, of course, because this camera operates so well, but I think the battery time is only an hour and 20 minutes or 2 hours and something before you got to recharge again. And it charges fast, but oh yeah, also I fixed this little latch here. It wasn't latching for a while because it's held on with rivets, the nuts, and the rivets just eventually failed. I'm pretty sure I gotta go wide on these. That's the widest. Yeah, looks like the widest. That's not bad, actually. I might be able to go one in, maybe. No, it'll be so darn tight. It's just at the width. So no, I'm not gonna do that. Just gonna do the widest. Glad these are steel. That little button in there is the weakest part of these. Hill. Just fighting me. Hopefully no one turns in here, they'll be waiting. Well, I wonder if I can get it in another one. Closer. Let's see if this will go in. Yeah, slot. That slot. Good. Better make sure that spring is on there. Okay, yeah, it's still on there, fine. One of these. I don't know if I had a video of it or not, but one of those springs came right off somehow. And, okay, yeah, they look fine. Looks pretty even there. Looks even there. I greased those too. That's right. Okay. So I gotta sort these. And I don't really know how those are gonna be until I get out of here. It's a pretty wide front end, so I think I'll keep it. What's high? What's the high? Oh, never mind. I don't usually operate that too much without the idle being up, because I can tell the hydraulics don't like it. I make a noise here because I'm spitting the sweat out of out of my mouth because I'm dripping. Okay, looks I'll move these up a little bit, but I don't really know how those are gonna look until I get somewhere else flat. Okay. Hey.
How are you?
Doing fine, how are you doing? good. All right. Okay, let's see if these were sticky or if they'll come right out. Okay. It's like anything over 4,500 pounds, it sticks. I'm thinking I should make a tool or something. Get into both ends. Because really part of it too is I can't really, I could barely put my fingers in here, and two, it's just not enough. Not enough grip. I need to make a tool or something. I mean, this works well, but I'd rather get them both out at the same time. Well, that one looks a little different than the other one. It's loose. Whoa. Yikes. Huh. Time to service them. Suburban. Go down easy. This is the ratchet I swapped out, one on the rear, because that other one was giving me problems. changed something up again. So I'll have to ask the office. Hey! Are they putting progressive regular back over here again?
Yeah.
Oh, they just changed it?
Yeah, regular.
Okay. Yeah. They're always changing something around here. Always changing something. Always changing something. It used to be that way. It used to be that way before. Progressive regular. That's just the non-Vic progressives. They were going over here. And then they had them all going over there. Saying progressive was handling both. But now it's switched back. That's funny. Muddy right here. Ooh, bolt. This one's a fun one because it is a Tesla and it's completely locked up. No power, no key. So isn't that awesome? So, I'm picking it up from here, and it's going to where it's going. But no key, no power. Of course, I got it real tight in here. Their yard actually usually isn't this full. I'm gonna have to snatch block it a little bit too to get it to scoot over where I want it. I'll get over as far as I can. The fence will allow me to. And I think we're gonna go with that. I might be too close. But we'll see. Pictures in before I touch it. Love it. Yeah, I may not. I might be just right actually. As far as distance. Perfect. It's got some scrapes on the wheel. Looking for anything else that I can take a picture of just in case. Okay. It might just yank itself right over. We'll see. I've got these smaller ones, but I normally don't use them for the Teslas only because I don't want chain on the body. I'd rather have a strap. You know, if it's got to reach over and touch the body. I'd rather it be a strap than a chain. These are a lot longer than I originally wanted, but they do still do the job. And sometimes, you know, I like going all the way through the wheel, but in this case, I'm not going to. So normally what I do then is I double wrap the rim here. Try to get it so that it's real even here. And you can see what I mean. I want to get it low, away from the body. So we're gonna go with that. Yep. Normally I like going all the way through the wheel, but they've got there's a brake caliper there. Unfortunately, and the strap will get stuck grabbing that brake caliper. So I don't want to. Better. This way when it pulls, it shouldn't touch the body. Might right there. I usually wrap it twice, but I'm gonna unwrap one. As it will touch the bottom, so I'll just take my one, wrap out of here. Which is fine, because I'd rather it pull on these. Much better. I don't want that chain to twist. That one looks good. Much better. I'm glad I moved it over on its own. That one should be dragging. Nope, it's rolling. Stupid? Yeah, 100%. This is Tesla. At this point, it is just a paperweight. Unless you have the key. I'm gonna get out of here so I'm not blocking the road. Hopefully the owner has a key. I didn't ask because it doesn't matter really, but that will be nice. If the owner has a key, it'll be a lot easier to get off here without having to shake it off. think I'm actually going to pull. No, this is okay. They are going around at least. These people around here definitely don't care where you're at as long as you're not in their way. At least I'm not too close to the trees. I'm not gonna tidy these up until I'm done. That way I at least stay off that side of the road more than the other. Just waiting for him to unlock it. Or started. He's not home, so there's no key here, but he said he can start it and unlock it from his phone. So now I'm just waiting for that. And I'll probably pull it out and turn it around. And I think I'm actually going to shut my idle off while I'm waiting. And roll the window up. So one side is unlocked. Not both. I think I'm gonna call him. We've been texting back and forth, but I don't believe they are home. I'm gonna call, see what he says. So I'm not in the road here. I don't really want to slide it off.
Has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to...
Alright. I'll wait a little bit longer, and if I don't hear from him soon, I'm going to start sliding it off of here. I really don't want to. It's looking like I might have to. Which is okay with me, it just means it gets left right here. A little bit further away from the road. That's weird. But those two handles are out like that. I wonder if it's dead. It might be dead. So I wonder why those handles would be out. I really don't want to slide it up. Okay. All right. Don't really want to restrap it. It can roll if I don't. Let's see, how long have I been waiting? It's only been 10 minutes. But wasting fuel here, so I think I'm gonna have to slide her off here, which is a shame because I really didn't want to. Really don't like sliding them off, but it has to be done. It has to be done. Looks like I might have to. Because even if he was here and it's got no power, let's say if it has no power. I'm just thinking that now because I'm looking at the handles being out like that, and I've never seen that before, even on a totaled Tesla. So just gonna make sure it's not gonna go any further here, but you know, I want to get out of the road here too, so I'm gonna have to do you know what? I think I just heard a text. Ah. Okay. He just unlocked it. Okay. Yeah, I didn't want to shake it off. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So let's see here if I can get it at least into... Okay, all right. Yeah, it says car off, but let me see here if I can get it into neutral. Car must be in park with the brake pedal pressed to enable. Is it not? Doesn't want to enter tow mode. Allowing me to put it in neutral or tow mode for some reason. It just tells me the key is not here. Battery charge a little bit too low. I'll start it. Alright, that would be awesome. Okay, thank you. Okay. Now I'm gonna unhook it again. That way I can pull it out here and get out of the road. And not shake it off. Okay, now I do want to turn it around for now. Park. Turned around here. Oh, okay. Oh, never mind. Understood. All right. We'll stay where it's at. Not where I would leave it, but it's off and the charge is low on it. So hopefully that's satisfactory.